In the monster race, Uhaku is an exception. His kin all consume humans, but he doesn't touch meat. In his first battle, he defeated a giant monster several times his size. He has an overpowered ability that erases everything outside of cognition, making all powers ineffective before him. Even the demon lord feared by the world seems ordinary in his eyes. It's hard to imagine that this near-godly being was originally just an ignorant novice. He didn't understand what fighting was, nor did he know that according to natural laws, humans should be his food, until he met a kind old priest. The old man not only let him stay in the church, but also went through great efforts to get the villagers to accept this non-human consuming monster. The villagers were initially worried, but the old priest was highly respected, so everyone eventually agreed. Everyone named him Uhaku, and after spending time together, the old priest discovered, this guy has sharp ears and eyes but can't speak. Fortunately, under guidance, he's adapted to village life and often helps with work. Later, the old priest taught him church script, and surprisingly, this child is very talented and only eats vegetables. Gradually, the old priest saw him as an adopted son, just like the orphans he had taken in before. Unfortunately, the peace didn't last long. The old priest thought he could be fully accepted. Who would have thought a giant would charge into the village, breaking the peace? This giant was once a warrior crusading against the Demon King. Without seeing the Demon King, he was driven mad by mental attacks. To drive away the strange voices in his head, he went on a rampage, even treating villagers as food. Seeing the former hero like this, the old priest was heartbroken. He went over to persuade him, don't let the Demon King control you. Unfortunately, the Demon King had completely controlled the giant, and kind words were useless, instead angering the other party. Everyone thought the two sides' spells would clash fiercely, causing a great disaster. But Uhaku just stood there, and all the spells vanished. The giant then got scared. This little guy opposite had an aura no less than the Demon King's. He tried to use magic to dispel the fear, but no moves worked. Even more terrifying, Uhaku just glanced, and his whole body muscles began to weaken and fade away. The reason was simple. Uhaku thought the giant shouldn't have so many muscles and bones. When the giant couldn't move, Uhaku swung a stick and struck repeatedly, severely injuring the head, and for the first time experienced the taste of flesh. Now, the old priest and villagers understood. Uhaku doesn't consume humans not because he won't, but because he originally didn't know they could be. From that day on, the villagers were extremely afraid, and hostility grew stronger. In a few days, the villagers surrounded the church with weapons. Although Uhaku hadn't hurt anyone, they still couldn't tolerate this monster. The old priest quickly urged Uhaku to leave and seek help from other churches, while he stayed to persuade everyone. But Uhaku knew these people were beyond saving and didn't want the old priest to perish in vain, planning to handle it directly. Seeing things were about to get out of control, the old priest hurried to other churches to discuss, but unexpectedly was ambushed by villagers.